I think it's extremely important, your message, your visit, that the Dutch people understand that Muslim is not only something they have to be anxious about. That also on the Muslim side are people who are in favor of human rights and democracy, yes, and free speech. So I think you're
what do you think
welcome.
is in the Netherlands there is no Islamophobia, or not to that extent, which is actually we can see in other parts of the Western world? Here, what about
it is latent in this society. Whenever there is tension, like in France, following the Charlie Hebdo incidents, murders, other incidents happening in the world, then we feel the tension in this country as well. So we don't know where things might lead to in the future, but there is tension and there is Islamophobia also in this country.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes, that is.
And if they don't hear something positive, yes, from time to time, it may get worse.
So you give us time to speak about on this issue time to time, so that people will get to know that what is the true teaching of Islam.
That is why we invited you to Parliament in the first place. Absolutely, yes.
And I think our Parliament did a very good job on this. Yes.
I agree. Thank you very much.
I started out as a diplomat, so I'm very interested in international affairs, and I'm very worried about what's going on in the Muslim world. And I think the Ahmadiyya, they have a new vision on the road to peace, which includes human rights, free speech, democracy. And I think it's very important that we in the West, we know about that, because otherwise we think all the Muslims are the same. And it's important, I think, that we pay attention to the positive elements in that religion.
Well, I was a member of the PVV, my former boss, Geert Wilders. And in that period, I believe that Islam was, what you read in the newspapers, in the media, Islam was intolerant and disrespectful to women and promoting terrorism and all these ridiculous ideas. And I even believed that, because that was the knowledge that I had at that moment. But during a certain amount of time, I was getting doubts. I thought, how is it possible that there are so many Muslims? They can't be all mean people or dangerous people. So I wanted to know more about Islam, and I went to the mosque. I studied Islam. I was reading the Quran. I was reading about the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And during this period of getting knowledge, it became clear to me that I was wrong, that I was mistaken, that Islam actually is a very wise and very peaceful and very beautiful religion. And finally, I became a Muslim about 2.5 years ago. His Holiness' words were very inspiring and very wise. I was curious to come here, and I'm touched by his words and by his wisdom and his call for mutual understanding, and also his message that Islam is a peaceful and wise religion, and also that he was trying to explain that there are a lot of misconceptions about Islam, and that was a positive message.
I think it is important right now, while we are having the debate in this country on the freedom of speech, at the same time we are discussing the situation in the Middle East. It is important to have a Muslim leader talking about interreligious harmony, about peace, and about the freedom of religion. Those three aspects are at the core of the debate in the Netherlands, and it's good to have a Muslim leader talking about these subjects in this country right now.